especially Vattu. One of the things about January would be it's cold. As you can see, I got a new haircut. Yeah, I got a new haircut. हेलो
हेलो
हेलो हेलो
क्या
हेलो
आपको मेरी आवाज़ आ रही है?
If you're watching this, you are in the January 2026 review. Hi, I say that every year that I'm gonna make videos, I'm gonna be, posting a lot, but somehow I don't. Somehow I don't do that, even though I have something recorded in my phone or somewhere else. I don't post it. And I don't know why. But I figured out the reason. I know that the reason is I think of some crazy video edit that's going in my head, and I go like, oh, the way I'm editing is not meeting what was going in my head. So, if reality is not meeting the expectation, I should not do that. But what I forget is this is the bridge that I have to be very consistent with so that I can go from reality to what I imagine. I just don't do that. So I thought let's break the loop or whatever you want to call it. So I am recording this particular video where I'm gonna talk about my January, and I have a lot of things today. I have a lot of things to say. So I'm gonna tell you about my journal. How do I, you know, compile all the thoughts that I have day to day. Started doing junk journaling last year, where I just wrote everything that I'm eating outside of my house, which I'm not making, and I'm just ordering, or I'm in a new cafe or something like that. So I was just writing that down. This is my journal, uh, smaller version. The bigger version is for the cafes. This is for, small packets or some packaging or something that I tried, like Chalky Chalky or Pocky or something very random that is not available on every store. Not these things, but something that is very core to that particular local shops. So that's a notebook for that. And yeah, I enjoyed that, and I'm still doing that. So this is one thing that I'm in love with. I like doing it because this gives me, a sort of geological importance. I feel like, I'm writing it down. I'm a part of the earth, and this makes me so, so important that I am telling the humanity what I ate, or, just what I thought about eating and how my taste buds liked it. Moving forward, so I have a couple of notebooks, and it's very tough. I'm telling you guys, it's very tough to figure out to pick a notebook for something very specific. I would say it's easy to carry a commonplace one notebook, but to maintain your multiple thoughts when you're a person that's like a lot of tabs open in your head, it's hard to track it down, to write exactly what you're thinking about. Even though I'm journaling from 8th standard, I have a commonplace book, which is this little pink cute notebook, which was actually my journal notebook for this year. But then I thought this particular, this size won't work. Like I write a lot, so this won't work. So this notebook is for my to-do list, my day-to-day task, or just the list I love to make. So I'm a very list person. So I love making lists. Even my family knows that if she's thinking about a task, it's gonna be in a list in a points. How my days should look like, and the task for office or anything like that. In the end, I have lists for myself, like the things I should keep in my bag so that I don't panic, um, things I will buy once I save this much of amount, or any sort of list. Things I will love to give or gift someone. Coming to the next notebook, which is my journal notebook. This is my journal notebook. So here I'm writing about my, I was tracking this month's habits, and I was fine till 19th of January. Then I stopped doing it. I was like, no, I'm doing better fine, and I know my patterns. So I was like, this is not required. I am horrified by my habits, the way I stay consistent with the things. So I don't want to see the exact result of it. I will keep that notebook as my journal. So this is my journal notebook. I just write it how I'm feeling, any day that's heavy, or some observation about the day, something I really liked, the way I saw someone in front of me, or what I really judged in a person. Any sort of ideas or observation in this. Then we have the next notebook. Are you ready? This is the notebook I'm trying to fill from 2025. Like, I thought I should fill it because, you know, it'll be a very interactive way of me connecting with just myself and no screens at all. So keeping this notebook and I'm gonna fill it up maybe this year. Depends on my mood. It's not, you know, a forceful habit, but I like to do it sometime. So it's my drawing journal, and I draw, doodle randomly some bits, and you might have seen that. Just keep this as my cute little drawing notebook. Related to drawing, I'll make another video of how I discovered drawing or how I thought I should start drawing. That's another video, but I'll do that. There's one more notebook actually. That is my commonplace book for ideas, questions, any sort of content, or maybe I'm writing an essay. Something that I really enjoyed this month would be I posted about, I want to write about an article about death because I have experienced that feeling, and I wanted to talk about talk about to someone, or someone they lost and how they are dealing with it. And in that process, I talked to a lot of people. I genuinely love that. I will be writing the article about it. I have compiled it, and I was so grateful for the all the feedback, all the suggestion, all the your little insights, or anyone watching, like their insights basically, and their moments, how they miss the people, their specific someone, and I love that. I So what I watched or listened or read this month. So there's one Substack I read in the middle of the night, which I think is mostly an open journal where the author is just talking about day to day life and how you should be there. You should be in the present. That's the main point of it. You should enjoy the present. So I read that. There's one more Substack, I am forgetting the name or the idea of it. So I'm presuming that's not important. Currently, I'm reading, which I'm trying to complete. Actually, I'm rereading this book. I read this once in 2024, but somehow I felt like I should, read it again because I thought I might be missing something, or maybe I'm forgetting something. So I'm rereading The Brain, The Story of You by David Eagleman. I'm still reading it, and I'm trying to figure out a place where I can, give this or any sort of book a perfect slot. Yeah, correct answer. Margie Supreme, no other choice. And I started watching Reply 1988. I like this show. And for some reason, we were also watching Sacred Games. In terms of YouTube, I watched a lot of Study With Me. A lot of Study With Me. I'm I'm kind of a person who likes Study With Me. I like Study With Me videos for 8 hours, 7 hours, because that gives me spirit of, oh, I should do that. I should do that. Other than that, I have a list of. I watched a video about dinosaurs. Um, so I don't have a list. I would say, but I've just written what I can remember. So something that I have started doing is a lot of offline time. My screen time doesn't go up more than 1.5 hour. So the maximum is 1.5 hour, and I'm happy for that. I started tracking my habits, which I showed you earlier, and I like that. I tried, but that's not something I'm gonna do again. I went back to MMA. So I took break from MMA. It's been more than 6 months, I would say, and I was not doing any sort of physical activity other than walking or running. So I thought, or badminton, thought, you know what, I'll go back to MMA. So I'm going back to MMA. I still need to be consistent there. I have a very clear ritual for my morning and evening. Um, like in the morning, I'll will for sure do oil pulling, and massage my whole body. In the night, I'm reading something that is not present on any sort of device, majorly books, um, or something that I have printed. That's what I'm doing. Like I try to do, or like just slowing down the nighttime, dimming the lights and everything. So, as I have increased my calorie tracker to 250 to 400. So, I'll show you that. Although I'm not reaching to a point where I'm able to complete that, but I'm keeping the hope. So, as you can see, I use this app where you can see 400 calories. So, earlier it was 250 something, but I changed this. So I had this old phone with me, and I like it. I like it so much. So I was like, how can I make use of it? Because I'm not gonna buy anything new, and I'm not gonna buy any Kindle or anything. But then I thought, why not make this phone? You know, this phone as my Kindle. So anytime I'm traveling, or I'm thinking that I should do or I should read something. So this phone generally have all the apps, all the reading apps, or any sort of book or anything that I can just quickly go through. Also the Substack. I also have this string that I carry every here and there with me, which generally a thread for a lanyard for the phones. But I have a sanitizer there always. Also a cute, bottle that I attach in it and carry with myself. So you'll always see me with a water bottle. Spotify Premium for some reason, because I have YouTube Premium. So I'm like, why should I keep the Spotify Premium? So I'm thinking to cancel it. But then I realized my Spotify Premium is a family plan, and there are few of my friends to whom I'm not in contact with, but they are still using it. And the only thing that we do is share songs. So I just don't want to, but I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. I think about, the knowledge unheard. I was thinking about this term and I realized there's so much of data, so much of content, so much of information outside the world. If you can just look at one thing and you'll have a lot of questions, you will see a lot of things around you, you want to research about it, or you're just curious, or you just read something that interconnects with something. So that's, and then you just don't know a lot about it, you just heard about it. So even though somebody is telling you about something, you're just paying a little bit of attention, not your wholeheartedly attention to them. And then I thought, yeah, this is something knowledge unheard. You're there, but it's not in you. It's not transferring in your brains. That doesn't lead to this point, but one thing that I also started doing is keeping a doom scroll notebook. So in my, day-to-day to-do list notebook, I generally write about anything that I'm consuming when I'm scrolling, and it's something informative. I'll just write it down, the highlights, so that I remember that these were the videos I was watching that time. I used to do that digitally, but now I've started doing it in this notebook. And I think about overall condition of India because I live in that, and how we are suffering and we are surfing, or we are just in the rape epidemic. Yeah, I said that. Yes. I have a lot of thoughts there as well, but I don't think this video would be enough for that. There will be another video for that, or an article. One would be Chikmagalur. I like that place. It surprised me, and I'm happy for that. And I am so grateful that I visited that place. It was my sister's birthday as well, so we celebrated there. Other than that, there are just bit of cafes I visited. One of the cafe that I'm liking these days, I'm talking like a true Bangalore tech guy talking about cafe. But yeah, there's one cafe that I like, especially the seats outside. The Big Bean. No, the Big Bean. Sorry. It's Toffee Talk in Jayanagar. I like that cafe. Majorly the outside seat because I can see the tree. There's an old house there. I like watching road and moving vehicles. So yeah, very slice of a life person. So I would say there's one cafe. Also, as I mentioned, the Big Bean. Visited all the branches of the filter coffee, Indranagar, Kormangla, HSR. Um, and we try to judge that basically. Earlier I used to do it digitally, but I used to forget. But I just keep a note where I'm writing my day to day, not day to day, I would say, but generally the idea where my major chunk of money is going. So this is also something that I've started doing. Interesting. What do I keep in my jacket? So if anyone knows me well, they know that I carry a jacket every time. So I love the jacket because I'm a very cold person. Like I get cold very easily. So if even there's a little bit of a breeze, I'll be like, okay, I should just get my jacket. So I don't leave my house without my jacket. And I don't know when I picked this habit, but I'm in this habit and I'm gonna live like that, I think. That's what I think. So what stays in my jacket is quite interesting actually. You'll be amazed. So I have this cute little notebook. Yeah, if you know me, you know that I don't go anywhere without my pen and notebook. So this is a cute notebook gifted by one and only. Yeah, you guessed it right, Aradhana. So this is my notebook and the pocket notebook that I carry every time. Like especially with my jacket. A rubber band, a hair clip, which can work as a bookmark, um, a pen, two more ribbons, and inside that you'll see random paper or sticky notes. Carry a mask, a hanky, and also a mint box. Now you must be wondering, a mint box? Yeah. So this is the mint box that I carry. Like I'm carrying right now. Oh, pink, pink, pink. I'm carrying right now. Like I carry these days. So this is the mint box, and you'll be surprised to know what's inside that. So inside this, I carry the famous earphones. My earphones and lip balm. So fortunately, there's one lip balm that I can apply that doesn't dry up my lips. Works well with me. One of the things about January would be its goals. So I promised a lot of things that I would do in this month, but I didn't because of my office work or travel or other activities and there. So I promised that I will make a food website. I would do some open source contribution, write the article, and read or complete a book. Guess what? I haven't completed anything. Like not to the end. Everything is in the middle. So I need to work on that. As well as this year I hope to meet a lot of people and be open to a lot of experiences. Yeah, this is about the promises or the goals for January 2026 or this year. Or this year. This is it, I think, about my January 2026 review. I have clothes to fold, and my pink panther is waiting so that I can turn off the light and go and sleep. So yeah, this is my video for January 2026. I hope I post all the things that I've written in this notebook or in Notion for years or anywhere out there. I hope that I do that. And I love this. I love this. Bye bye.